I'm Jenn Page.
And I'm Grizzly John Curtis.
And we're two nerds in a garage. Live after everybody gave up on us and left, pretty much. So sorry, everybody who was there with us. It was a nightmare. YouTube, our OBS software is basically the worst. So we are now going to go back to these other pages and tell them, hey, guys.
Hey,
hi.
Coop.
Hi, Coop.
What's up? So I'm Grizzly because we're quarantined, and I decided to
just see how bad will it get? Like, how long are we quarantined, and how bad will that get?
Normally, I have to shave this every day for work, but this time I'm just be a mountain man, or gray in the chin.
Yeah, especially because I really like when his hair is kind of long. Actually, we should turn that monitor off now so we don't keep looking at ourselves and judging ourselves harshly. I like when your hair is long, but like your work won't let it be long. So yeah, I really don't like that. I'm going to turn this down.
How long are we talking here? Are we talking Fabio long?
No. Just remember when you had those nice, like,
John Wick long.
No, like Will, the TBS show we watched.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Shakespeare show.
Because you have that big curly hair.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I can't type apparently and talk. I don't know why. I normally can. So how is everybody's quarantine going?
We have our first question actually from a nerd.
Okay, great.
It's from Brian Cooper. He's asking, are we even wearing pants?
Well,
we'll answer that at the end of the show.
Stick around. See it in the camera. Here.
You have to do a leg lift, which I don't think you can after
working out. Look. It's pajama pants. You can kind of see them. They're Gryffindor.
This is definitely quarantine wear.
I basically woke up and didn't change my pants, so stop judging me. It's fine.
I have something that people can cook.
Chris Edgar knows me very well. Chris Edgar says if you count official HP pants. Shut up, Chris.
What are you guys making in quarantine?
Yeah.
We're all making our own dishes now. And we made something last night.
We had Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday with 3 proteins.
4, because you made the shrimp too.
Shrimp.
From scratch.
That's what I'm talking about.
Normally,
that's what I wanted to talk
we
about.
just buy everything. Mm-hmm. All right, keep talking to our peeps while I get us all here. Yes. It's always a mess. Can you scoot back, please? Because I'm going to have to refocus the camera.
Brian made a great bolognese. That is amazing because pasta is one of the staples of quarantine, we know.
Okay, coming back.
And it's just me. It is one nerd in a garage right now. What's the nerdiest movie you've seen lately? Because I know you're not going out to see movies. So what have you rented? What have you rented lately?
What have you rented lately? That actually made me laugh, babe. Take it. Have on to that forever.
Yeah. Live for reals. Nice.
Live for reals. I'm going to put that on my Facebook so we can get some peeps over to have fun with us. Okay. But does that link actually go to anything? That's the thing I don't know about.
We're 2 nerds in a garage, but we're dumb as rocks when it comes to software.
Well, I mean, the stupid Facebook post, it didn't even do the right link. So once again, I have to delete it. Okay, let's talk to our peeps. I give up on trying to tell people about us being live because apparently we can't figure it out. We're too stupid.
We are.
Actually, Chris Edgar, you could probably send me a link that would work because is anybody walking in circles yet? Like banging their head into walls?
What games are you playing?
Well, we got to wait because they have a delay.
Oh, okay.
So we have to wait for their delay.
And not just video games. What board games is everyone playing?
Board
games. We've hit some taboo pretty hard. We just played a card game called Skip Bow.
Yes. Midnight recommended Skip Bow.
Yes, one of our gaming buddies.
And I won.
By 2 cards.
But it's still winning.
You start with 30 cards each, and you got to get rid of all your cards. We won't get into the dynamics of how the game works, but cheat. I tried to really cheat, like hide cards and everything.
Here's a link I can use for farg's sake. Why is it so hard? Oh, Brian said he loves Skip-O.
Aha.
How are we holding up? TP situation. So here's the TP situation. I've always been sort of a hoarder. I mean, not really like buying lots, but like we are the family that like if we get down to like 6 rolls or probably like 10 rolls, I go buy another pack. So we've been okay.
That's good because I'm like the opposite hoarder. Like I buy TP when I run out, but I hoard other stuff. Which, you know what I'm saying?
The like what? No. What are you guys doing? Give us some ideas on what we can do to like occupy our time, because it doesn't look like we're going anywhere anytime soon.
No, I think another, as Brian Cooper knows, I work in the hotel and they're shut down, so I'm stuck here growing a beard for a while.
I mean, that is the challenge. I mean, so every week just come back just to see what this starts to look like.
It's going to be another week of
I
this.
have been touching his face a lot more. It feels very soft.
It sucks. It could have been 2 weeks, but last episode we were like, let's shave. Let's keep consistent, with what we've been doing.
Why would we do some stupid things? Oh, I just look at this like drunk still it's going to put up as our still. That's just ridiculous. No, posting. Do not post that still. Why? Why YouTube? It posted it. If you guys want to see us looking completely drunk and retarded, I don't want to say retarded. I mean, that's right. Just stupid.
I have some nerd news.
What's nerd news?
So the nerd news is the virus, COVID-19, can last 14 days on surfaces, which means your Amazon package, which just got packaged by a couple of people that were discovered.
There's a lot. Actually, there's a lot of Amazon workers finding out that they have COVID.
Yeah, because they're overworked and underpaid. And now they have like 3 times as much to do because everyone's ordering online. So now that Amazon book you got in the mail could possibly... Hey, I'm going to read the novelization of
Artemis Fowl. Oh, a different book?
I was going to say the novelization of Contagion.
But we did actually decide we were going to read a book together during this quarantine. So we ordered Artemis Fowl because it's coming out to theaters. And I was like, let's read the book because it's probably way better.
I don't know anything about it.
Me neither, which I love.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want to know what's about.
Okay.
The trailer already gave away too much.
I haven't seen the trailer.
Yes, you did. You were in the theater with me. And I said we should read that book before it comes out.
Well, I forgot about it.
Thank God we both have no idea what we watched the trailer. And I remember saying to you, well, they gave us the whole movie, but I don't remember it. So we're going to lay in our hammock on the sunny days and read the book. We've never done that together before.
Uh-huh.
And he's a faster reader than me. So you're going to have to slow your roll. You have to pace yourself.
Well, I said while you're finishing the book, I will just play video games.
No, we'll just do certain chapters at a time.
No, you could read next to me. You know how you like me out here in the nerd office, the nerd cave?
That's what he thinks.
You could read next to me on the couch while I'm killing bad guys.
No, I think we should read chapters at a time.
What?
Like if we're both like we're going to read up to chapter 2 today and no further.
I can't do that.
Yes.
A good book is like a binge show.
No, you got to do it. There is like 6 books.
Let's talk about the show we just watched.
Which one?
The Salem Witches. What's it called?
It's so unrememberable. You don't even remember what it's called.
I don't remember the title, but it's a really cool new Hulu original show.
It's actually freeform. It's talking to us here. Here we go. Okay, Brian Cooper says, so speaking of TP, I have a nerd-related TP question. I'm a little worried to ask what that is. Okay, does Chewbacca use TP, or does he number 2 like a dog?
Brian.
Well, though, I've actually thought of it. We had this discussion.
What? No, you thought about this question?
Yes, we've on this show had the discussion about Baby Yoda.
Okay.
And like, how does he have diapers? Does he just go wherever he's at? No one ever changes.
Yeah, but we haven't had a Chewbacca dog.
But I've thought about. I think about this with the humans because Mandalorian was the first time that we ever saw like a toilet on any kind of space show. How do they do it? They're always in action. They're always running around. Ray never stopped and squatted behind a bush.
Oh, come on! There's one thing that you can leave out of movies, and it's taking a dookie or peeing in the bushes.
How funny would it be?
Unless it's important to the plot. Okay, in all your cinema that you're going to create, are you going to make it a point to duke it out?
No, because I don't like that kind of humor. But I mean, it is something like how do people never go to the bathroom? It's never something that they could be in hostage situations for 3 days in a movie and they never stop to go to the bathroom. I don't understand how that works.
Actually, in hostage situations, they always say to the negotiator or the guy holding them hostage, and
he goes, so what? Go right there.
No, they're like, okay, we'll take an armed escort to the bathroom, and then that's where he beats up the armed escort.
So Bruce Willis was in Die Hard for
he was never captured because he's such a bad.
But in this whole night, all this stuff going on, he never once went, man, I gotta take a pee so bad.
Well, in this Christmas movie, it didn't have to be pointed out.
Why do people never have to stop and pee? Okay, fine. Maria thought that was funny. Ha ha ha. Chewy bathroom etiquette. It sounds like book
Artemis.
book homework. Oh, our Beautiful Creatures book did, the Witches and Wizards book did, but they never had a series that kept me going. So I'm hoping Artemis Fowl might be a new series.
Okay.
I am missing that love that Harry Potter had when I was reading it.
When Ray was in Ren's quarters, where was his toilet? Oh man, we're still on this weird quarters, not even a bed, all peculiar.
Yeah, where did they go to the bathroom? Hi, Dave. Thanks for joining us.
Well, maybe his suit, like Vader's suit, accommodated such flushing systems.
Okay, did Vader even, like, Vader was mostly machine. Does he even have to eat?
Yes, he did, because he's still a man inside. Like, he has a third of him is chopped off from his legs to his arms, but he's still got a...
Okay, and who's it called? Oh, why Darth Vader is so extra. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That was so funny. I wonder if I have it, because I want to read it to everybody.
It was talking about Anakin and Vader being a drama queen.
It was hilarious.
You should find it because, God damn it.
I think I don't know where it is. Oh, I know I tweeted it. Read some more questions from them while I find it.
Suit kept him alive. Maybe he had a colonoscopy back.
This is what happens when we let our audience control our show.
Went straight to poop. It went straight to poop. Thanks, Brian and Maria.
I'm gonna see if I can find the thread. But basically, like, it's so funny. I want to read what they actually said. Brian says, John and Jen's thought bubble right now probably is the last time we ever put the audience in control.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Pretty much. No, this is fun. You guys, the thing is, like, we have all these ideas for shows, but there's something about the quarantine that just, it makes it hard to really focus. I have all this work I could be getting done that, like, normally I don't have time for. And I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it feels like I'm on vacation, one, because you're always home and you're always playing video games. So then I want to go play video games.
Mm-hmm.
I have to force myself to come out in the garage and do like 2 hours of work.
And there's a bunch of whole new video games coming out.
Well, they should have come out already if they were smart.
We
paid $50 for a video game that we hate.
we really shouldn't have been doing that, considering.
Well, we thought it was a game, but we thought it was a game that we would play for the whole quarantine.
And
because
turns out we hate it.
Well, it's magic and it's like casting spells. It's like Realm Royale, but you cast spells.
So you're playing against 100 other people. And it sucks. For us,
it's not.
The learning curve is steep.
Yeah. But okay, it's called Spellbreak. So if anybody out there watches this and comes across and you play Spellbreak and you have thoughts, please share, because we'd love to know why you like it.
Diane's on. She's like, it always goes straight to poop. That's right, Diane.
All right, guys. What else? What's the next part of our show about?
Now I know Diane is playing
on his chess panel to make an impression on the rebels. That whole emerging from the darkness by the light of his saber thing, that was intentional dramatic effect. What a drama king. Leia got away because he wasted 30 seconds scaring the crap out of those poor rebel mooks.
So we're talking about Rogue One in the end scene. Well, spoiler, you've seen Rogue One. So in the end scene where Vader's just standing there breathing and all the rebels are there, what's going on? You couldn't see anything, but then you saw his red saber, meaning he's turned off his chess panel to be a drama queen.
Which then
like, I can't breathe.
Lunacy
I can't breathe.
Lunacy and Loveliness says, and since they're indicators, he would have had to turn his life support off. So he nearly died for drama.
That's Anakin.
There's just so that is great.
Is there
I would have posted actually. It's pretty funny.
We'll send a link.
I could just post it right in the little chat box. That's the best part of your live show. I don't have to remember to post it later.
Oh, we need some effects though. You ready?
Oh, is that the transition to the next part of the show?
So, welcome to chapter 2 of the live show.
We gotta wait for someone to give us the next part of our show.
I have more nerd news.
Okay.
What were we talking about in terms of?
We were literally like, man, this would be the perfect time to have a hot tub in our backyard because my muscles have been hurting. Because that's one thing too. We've started exercising together again, which we used to do like a year ago, and I've already regretted it because I can't move a muscle. He had to put CBD all over my body last night, which was actually very lovely.
CBD.
I was like, it's not going to work, and then within like 2 minutes, I was like, oh.
If you live in a state where it's legal, try it because it's no high. No. But it's all relaxing.
Oh, it's so nice. Just
if you have muscle aches,
Just the rubby on kind. I can't take anything in my body because I've tried doing edibles before and I just threw up and I got really sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. Every time I tried it, I've gotten really sick.
But you don't do an edible to soothe your muscles.
Well, you do to relax and go to sleep or whatever.
Okay, maybe you do. There you go.
Ours might be a really good one. Oh, yay, we have one?
I'm assuming.
They don't want to talk about pooping anymore.
We can if you want. Okay.
You control the show.
Harry Potter. Is there a spell for the pooping?
Well, wait, but Harry Potter, we know they go to the loo. They actually talk about it. They were in with Moni Myrtle in the bathroom.
Pass me a wand, please.
Oh gosh. If this makes my whole shelf fall down. Is this your wand?
My wand, please.
Is this your wand? No. Is this your wand?
That's my wand. I can use any wand.
No, you can't. You're not that powerful.
Thank you. Removus Deficus.
Oh my gosh. You guys, please, let's pick a different topic, any topic. It's like,
by the way, it worked.
Diana, maybe you don't use one to soothe your muscles. I feel bad for our podcast listeners who come into this, like they're listening later and they're like our show's just all over the place.
What are they talking about? Poop and weed? Huh? Forget this show.
Brian, can you talk about how new cinema releases are being streamed? Thoughts? Yeah. What impact will they have on the industry short term and long term? Wow, that's an intelligent question and one that's in my
$3, which doesn't mean you own the movie, which is the normal price of buying a movie. Yeah. You see the movie.
So he goes, "Do you want to watch Invisible Man? It's out." And we look and it's $20. And I was like, no. I wouldn't even buy that movie. Now I rent movies all the time. Don't get me wrong. I would pay, $5 to watch a movie at home.
Right.
I'm not paying $20 to watch a movie at home.
Well, not unless we own it afterwards.
Well, okay. If it was like the new Star Wars, we'd probably pay $20 to watch it at home.
I owned that the first day it came out.
He already seen like 27,000 times and then he bought it immediately.
If you buy digitally the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, it comes with extras and a 2-hour documentary about the entire 9 movies saga. And it is spectacular. It's so good. There are insights. For instance, John Williams, as you know, is the composer of all 9 movies, and he had a cameo in Rise of Skywalker. And what J.J. Abrams did to honor him in that scene, it was basically a 2-second scene where it cut to him and he shook his head and it cuts back. But everything in his area, John Williams was nominated for 51 Oscars over his illustrious career. So they had one prop for each of the movies he was nominated for surrounding him. And
But it was all made into something that looked like it fit the universe.
Do we know he was nominated for Harry Potter? Even though that score is amazing. They
were only doing ones he was nominated for. So he's done a bazillion more scores. Yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah. If he wasn't nominated, that Hedwig theme alone is freaking amazing. Every time I would get chills when I would hear it. We have more?
We have more.
No, we don't. They're just laughing at us be dorks. So the business thing, how does we think it affects us?
Okay.
So I, as a filmmaker, get a little nervous about what's happening right now because I was on the precipice, is that the right word, of getting to direct TV and all this stuff. And with a shutdown, it might go back to them feeling scared and only using their stuff they know, people they know.
Yeah.
It might make the people less likely to do creative movies and go back to just tentpole movies because they know those will make their money back.
I think there'll be a conservative wave over movie making and TV making over the next month or month and a half.
Well, you don't think they'll make more TV based on that? Based on the movies kind of?
Well, I think it's industry wide that's shutting down.
Oh, that is true. Luckily, most of our shows had already finished. Like Modern Family, their last show's coming up. And I was like, if they don't get to film that, but you said they already finished.
Yeah. Here's another question for you guys. This is week 2. You're still binging. What are you binging on?
Experience popcorn and a hot dog and a huge screen. My living room, I bet nice, not the same. 22. I agree. We actually have the AMC movie pass, so we go to tons of movies. But yeah, we've been known to pay $20 a ticket for like a Star Wars or something to see it in Dolby. But you're right. We want the whole experience. We want to be in the theater with the big screen.
Popcorn.
And the surround sound.
Didn't we say we're going to have popcorn for our next show?
But we couldn't find any. The stores don't have popcorn. We did get a bag of Skinny Pop. Not the same. Not the same.
But I do want like AMC or Lemley popcorn. I want that perfectly salted, like buttery, and not added butter, even though that's okay too. But I don't know. There's something about it which
Yeah.
makes me eat more than half the bucket, large, before the movie even starts.
You've eaten the whole bucket by the movie
have.
starts.
That's
I
a Lemley
literally had to
large.
take it
I've eaten a
apart.
Lemley large before the movie starts, but not an AMC large is no joke.
But I'll literally have to take it away and be like, I'll get back to you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you do that. Although, didn't we have a system where you get the one free refill, and I've eaten it, and you got the free refill and come back in time for the movie?
Yeah, that was pretty bad when you ate that much. That was pretty bad.
Come on, who doesn't love popcorn?
Brian says, I agree. The movie theater experience is something on its own. It really is. And as a filmmaker, I've had a lot of films in theaters for like film festivals and stuff. But one of the things that happened to our industry with this quarantine that's really sad is that really big festivals like South by Southwest, that's filmmakers' dream to get in. I have a friend who worked so hard to get a movie in there, paid so much money for publicists and stuff once she got in, and then it just went away. They didn't reschedule, they just canceled. And that was her chance to have her movie in a theater with people who could watch it and change her career.
Yeah.
It like breaks my heart. And I actually should find the link and post it so people can know about Aram's movie. And then from us, Playing with Beethoven, movie John is in. I worked on it. It was basically a passion project. Everybody kind of worked for like super cheap or free. It took a lot to get it done. It took us 3 years to get it done because we had to do everything like by ourselves.
It's incredible what you put together with the budget you had.
Well, but my point is
a full-length feature like indie studio film that you created from almost nothing.
I know, and it's tough, and we definitely do not want to ever do that again. We want money for everything else. But my point is, like, it is about to be at one of our biggest festival we've ever been at with really high hitters. I can't even tell you which festival it's in because it got pushed, and so they haven't made their official announcements yet, which means we can't talk about it. It's just, let's just hope they don't cancel. That's all I hope.
They won't. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
That's my luck guns. Pew, 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 pew.
I think that, like,
pew.
I hope that the health industry can somehow get better after going through this. My sister is a nurse in the emergency department. So if you look in China, you'll see they're wearing like full, basically almost hazmat suits, right? Our doctors are in like these sort of half gowns and paper masks if they're lucky.
Yeah.
She finally texted me yesterday and said they finally got the N95 masks, but they're so limited that she's supposed to wear that as long as she can, as long as it's not soiled on the outside. I just
saw someone post on Facebook. They showed pictures of doctors and nurses who've been wearing their masks and protective gear for like 13 hours straight, and they take them off and they're just like bruised all over their face.
Yeah. And that's what my sister said. She's like, you can't, even if you go into rooms with one patient's possibly COVID, it doesn't matter. You have to continue to wear the same mask in every room. And it's pretty jacked up. And I hope that their industry finds a way to support them, whatever it is. Like, we have to be better at this system. I mean, it's very political, I think, of the reason why we're here right now. So I won't get into that.
Yes, I'm going to switch gears because let's go here. The name of that show on Hulu, which is a freeform show, it's called Motherland, Fort Salem.
I don't think it's that great. So here's the thing.
No, it's really awesome. You're so wrong.
It's mildly, it's like, I'm mildly interested enough to watch one more episode. But the fact that you think it's so good makes me, you should have watched The Magicians.
Okay, I will.
The Magicians is it's like far superior in so many ways.
I'll watch it and then we'll talk about it. And then you said Magicians took like a season to get there.
It did.
Okay.
But it was
but
it was still already better. Dave Hoffman, if you're still on, because he watched the first season with me.
Okay.
We still liked it, even though every episode we were like, okay, you know, I'm just saying the second season was just so good, and it's just been taking off from there.
I want to tell you what the premise is, though, for Motherland.
The premise is interesting.
Okay, so this is the United States as if the Salem witch trials didn't happen, but the Salem witches made a deal with the U.S. government to protect the United States from all foreign and domestic terrorism, like be part of the military. So, like, witches gets conscripted now.
So instead of the George Washington boat photo,
it's all these women forging on.
Because the witches took care of the country. But now there's this evil force, the spree that are basically, I think are they Germany or Russia or something?
I don't know. We don't know yet.
Oh, I thought we knew.
We don't know yet. But they're just killing people by the hundreds and thousands, tens of. They're killing a lot of people in really unique ways. It was like,
I think you make it sound more interesting than it actually
I think we need to talk about this So someone please watch the show in 30 seconds and we'll talk about it.
Well, also, I just like the first episode was a lot of build up. So hopefully the second episode is more action.
It is a lot.
That's why I'll give
exposition.
it one more.
But the world that unfolded, like they go to Fort Salem to like train it, become better witches and help combat, this terrorism.
It's really dangerous. And, it's basically the draft that happened for Vietnam.
Yeah. And it follows these three young women who are from different, demographics, they're different social strata. Yeah. And it's really cool, the dynamic that's coming together.
All right, guys, you're not giving us questions. You're supposed to control the show for us. We didn't want to have to.
Zombie Army 4, which would be a great couples game, killing zombies together.
Yeah, we bought Zombie Army Trilogy because it was like $10, and
it came out in 2015.
Yeah, and we should have done it because it came out in 2015.
So essentially,
we're so spoiled by video games.
Yeah, they created a really beautiful, scary world of you're just constantly being attacked by zombies, but it's so repetitive.
Yeah,
there are no real missions. You just try to get a headshot on a zombie. But this new one just came out in 2020.
I know. But it's $50, so we don't want to spend another $50 on a game we might hate.
I was looking for recommendations, but
yeah, I don't know if any of most of our audience are not gamers.
That's true.
Which I would wish we had more gamers to give us some information, to give us some hey, try this, guys. You'll like this. If you like Realm Royale, you'll like this.
Yeah.
If you like Realm Royale but hate Fortnite, you'll like this.
You think Fortnite's going the way of the dodo?
No way. Fortnite's probably still the top game, besides maybe Call of Duty. Which you've been playing.
Back to poop. Life is circular. All right.
Anyone see Lock and Key? I haven't even. What is Lock and Key? I have heard of it.
Lock and Key?
It says where they're trying to be Harry Potter for Netflix. Ooh.
Oh.
Now I'm curious.
Okay.
Look at that up.
All right. Well, we'll put that in the queue.
Have you seen it, Maria? And you don't want to watch it because you're weary of that. I don't think there's anything wrong with Harry Potter for Netflix, to be honest. I need more. Good Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That's why I think Magicians was so needed, because we were all it's Harry Potter grown up, yay, or in college, whatever. Yeah. I'm distracted. Wicked is such a good studio dog.
She is.
She's chilling. She don't bark. She just hangs out with us.
Hey, sit there looking dumb. What a good dog.
She just smiled. She's just like. We're paying her attention. She got really excited.
It's in my stuff, but I haven't started it.
Let's put it in our stuff. I don't think that's the right word.
Or that's phrasing bad. Phrasing bad.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Alexa, remind us to watch Lock and Key today at 1 p.m. Alexa, what we do without her?
She's listening too, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just like Facebook.
Oh, that's what we were going to talk about. You were talking about the Facebook.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the algorithm.
Yeah. So basically, we were talking about my muscles were sore and it would be a good time to have a hot tub. We didn't type it. We didn't search it, and within an hour,
I started getting ads for portable hot tubs in my Facebook.
Yeah.
Feed. I didn't text this to her. It was a in-person conversation. And they were fake ads too, because they were scams.
Yeah, it was a $600 portable hot tub, which they were saying was $100, and we would have gladly paid $100 for that, but you can't trust those websites. Well,
hey, Tony, that's my thing. He's on.
I started watching Lock and Key. The kids are very unlikable, so I stopped. I hate that, because it's they always make teenagers these days so just unlikable. Yeah. I think that's why everybody liked Booksmart so much, because the girls were
likable,
so likable, but also real, not trying to be likable.
Right.
I'm trying to think of some of the show. I love 13 Reasons Why, but all those kids are kind of on the verge. They're kind of not likable either.
Because of the saturation of all the shows right now, just demanding kids. You think all the good ones are just used up?
No, that's not unlikable. It's not bad acting. They're all great acting. They're written to be kind of snarky, unhappy,
angsty teens.
Okay, they're basically written to be way too real, and we want to have a little bit of fun when we watch them. Maria, awesome. My Alexa listening device is going to remind me too. Brian, Facebook is creepy. Yes.
And Tony again.
Okay, that's true. The kids from Stranger Things are very likable. You're right. They're written. That's why I think we all love it, because they're written so nerdy and smart and just fun.
Do you think this is cross-generational though? Because the kids from Stranger Things are just entrenched in this 80s.
Oh, absolutely. It's a nostalgia.
But but young people,
that's true. My daughter likes it.
She likes Stranger Things, but she loves the 80s too.
Yeah.
Because it's so retro. Our youth is so retro.
Well, the other day, what is it? So the other day she asked, she said so bad, Mom, I really want a bucket hat, which is basically an LL Cool J hat. And I just sat there with my mouth I can't.
Because you had one, didn't you?
Everything she asked for, I had in my closet in the 80s or 90s. Everything, every single thing.
Do you think there'll come a time when she's going to ask you for leg warmers?
Well, the funny thing is I actually have leg warmers now, but they're like cute. They're not like neon and work out in them. They're cute under my boots and it's cold outside. You laugh.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh, I need to find that one video of the guy, day 8 of quarantine, and he's looking around like security. All of a sudden he whips out his fan and he starts dancing. It's hilarious.
Send a link.
I gotta find it. So you stopped watching Stranger Things.
I did. Well,
except for can I tell this moment because it actually ticks me off.
Big spoilers because
if you haven't watched, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you've watched it by now.
But we are going to spoil the last season.
So
you're warned. Okay.
So Stranger Things, that episode with the Never Ending Story song.
It was basically the climax of the last episode of the last season.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
He doesn't even watch the show. Okay.
I got lost in season 2 middle.
Okay, so he doesn't watch the show. And the moment was so great when the two kids broke out in Never Ending Story that I literally had that dumb smile on my face while I was watching. Just like, you can't stop smiling.
It's spectacular.
Well, I got him and I was like, I was like, I know you don't care about the show, but you have to watch this one moment. And I started it from
when it first came out, when she was watching it on Netflix. Yeah. And she queued it up for me because it wasn't on YouTube yet. Now it's on YouTube and it has like 20 million views. Yeah.
But
it's amazing.
But then you didn't even keep up with it. You were like, I want to watch the show.
Well, now I kind of know what happens now.
Those of you who watch Stranger Things, but you don't know what the show's about.
I don't know how they got to that point, but now I know.
That shot, one of my favorite shots at any TV show ever, was the two kids in the back of the station wagon, just like kind of bored, waiting for these guys to finish their song.
They're not bored. They're
no. Exactly. And then the big giant monsters were running after them. It was the best shot ever. Those guys are so clever who make that show. I actually really appreciate them. But I actually was thinking that Stranger Things has kind of run its course, but they're doing another one. So
of course they are, because people are still talking about it. And after the finale of the last season,
I do think season 3 was the best of the seasons.
All right. Maybe I'll start with season 3.
Yeah, I think you could.
Okay.
I think you could.
I will.
Just go to like YouTube and go everything I need to know from Stranger Things season 1 and 2, and you'll get the little short recaps.
All right.
What else, guys? What else is going on?
What are you doing to stay active? Anything physically? Anyone playing sports? Look, I'm the only thing I can do now is ride the bike.
Yeah. Well, we have a exercise bike in the living room it's attached so that you can play VR games with it. So if you have the VR helmet on, you're like actually pedaling slower or faster to control this thing. So maybe you're shooting tanks and tanks are going up hills and stuff.
Or you're flying a Pegasus just around
this
virtual
or you're racing
land.
Other bikes. Well, we stopped doing the VR part of it because it's a pain in the ass to put on, but he still rides the bike and plays games. And there's something about riding and being that focused that makes you sweat so hard. I used to have sweat just dripping off me and I don't sweat very easy.
No.
So that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm on my elliptical, which is about all I do.
In the garage, in the nerd garage.
Yeah.
But I think it's about time I tell him if I'm wearing pants or not. So
John never wears pants.
I do.
Guys. Okay, so if they don't have a question, let's go to our Geek Deck.
Where's the die? Oh, wait, no, I just pick a number.
Oh, actually, do roll the die is kind of fun.
Okay, where's the die?
You have all of your die over there. Maria says, that's awesome. I'm just getting chubbier. Well, it's hard if you have a newborn baby that is basically controlling your life.
20-sider. 16, please.
Okay, so we're going to pull a card 16. Here, let me deal them to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, and then roll again, and we'll base that number on which one we pick.
1. I roll critical fails all the time.
Well, none of us really play that one. None of us. This is actually not this card. No, we're gonna just pick a different card.
So rolling was useless.
Yeah, pretty much. 1. Okay. 4 video games that were available on Atari 2600. Which one was
Atari 2600?
Which one was that? Was that just the
It was
regular?
essentially the very first major one.
Yeah.
I think there was one right before it, maybe Coleco. I can't remember. Was Coleco a thing? Was it the same time or before? Anyway, I did 4 Atari 2600 games. Adventure, which was featured in the movie, really cool. What else was there? There was Space Invaders.
Was this the same Atari with like Pitfall and?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did.
Pitfall Harry, and then this is a story about my dad, who I love. We were playing baseball against each other, and I kept beating him over and over and over. And my dad did something that I can't do these days.
He let you in?
No, he took out the cartridge and smashed it with his foot.
Oh my gosh. What? This explains so much about your temperament. Explains so much.
And I was like, Dad. Also, another 2600 story. My sister threw a pillow down on the cord while we were playing together, and the cord flew back into my eye when I was like 7, 6, maybe. I don't know. It gave me cataracts that I had to get fixed like a couple of years ago. Thanks, Maria.
Oh my gosh. Diane says Pitfall, Space Invaders, Asteroids, E.T. There was an E.T. game?
Yes. Oh God, yeah. Was that Diane, was that a rare game? I feel like it was a rare game.
I remember Pong.
Pong was great. And
I remember Pitfall.
Yep.
I don't remember many other games on Atari.
It's
probably
hard.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man was? Yeah. Okay. Pac-Man was
I feel like it was. I might be wrong.
No, it was. I think so. But Asteroids is great. Dude. That's riveting.
Diane, I remember. If so, I don't think it was that rare.
Okay. I remember there was one game that they buried like thousands of copies in a New Mexico desert or something like that.
I need to see what this ET game looks like. ET Atari. Why is it the ET Atari landfill one of the biggest search things?
That's right. That's the one.
I kind of Maria OMFG. He's telling all the secrets, Maria, all of them. So Brian asked, "What are we binging on?"
Oh, like queso.
Foods. We can name a lot of foods we're binging on.
Yeah, we made so much queso last night. I cannot wait to eat it. But shows okay.
A lot of Simpsons because it's on Disney Plus and I've never really seen them. So binging a lot of Simpsons.
It's so great if you're just bored and you want to put it on in the background, but you end up like getting really engaged with it.
And it's happy. Like, so we watched this movie, The Banker. It's on Apple Plus.
Oh,
which you should totally watch. It's great performances. It's great actors. The story is super intense and hard to watch because it was real.
And it's a real story. Yeah.
But it's important and all that good stuff.
The Banker with Anthony Mackie. And Samuel L. Jackson.
And Nia Long.
Nia Long, which she's amazing. Bunch of other great supporting cast members.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yes. Who you recognize from X-Men movies.
Or Warm Bodies.
Yes.
Better.
He's been in.
Anyway.
Oh, no.
So anyway, we watched this. And at the end, I seriously, I felt so uneasy. Because partly you watch it and you go, this could be today in so many aspects. Seeing a Confederate flag waving over a house, it could still be today. Or the way African-American people are treated. It's so hard. It's I was so depressed and distraught about it that we had to watch Simpsons after because I needed to be picked up.
You know what's one of the scariest parts about that movie? So they start off in Texas and the way African-Americans are treated in Texas in the 40s is just, it's not good. And then they go to California where it's a lot better. But it's essentially how African Americans might be treated in some parts of America today. Yeah. And it's Anyway, we went there. We gotta go here.
To the guys who are just I can't remember his name. I'm so bad with names. But basically, the guys who put themselves on the line to help the Black community get loans and rise up and make change. Literally went to. I don't want to tell the spoiler. Yeah. So I'm going to shut up.
We got Jenna on.
Oh, first off, Brian Cooper says White Castle. Yeah, first of all,
I don't know if Coops heard your White Castle spiel.
He must have because that's why he's saying it. But we don't have White Castle here, and we've already had the conversation where I'm like, I'm not going to the freezer. Ew. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah. If they had, actually, we haven't been doing any takeout. We keep saying we're gonna go do something takeout, but we're still a little nervous because
I'm a little
one,
scared.
my lungs I'm already having a problem breathing. I don't want to put myself in more, but it's not that. It's not the virus. It's something else. And I don't want to put myself in more risk.
Right.
Because it's too scary right now. So we end up just basically, we do groceries and we do a
cough on my buffalo wings. It's all over.
Well, we do a whole thing. When we come home from the grocery store. We immediately take clothes off and wash and disinfect. It's
also phrasing. Anyway, what does Jenna have?
She's so sweet.
Lovely.
And then that's my thing.
Tony.
I just watched the Haunted Mansion on Disney and tried to spot Easter eggs from the ride. Wait, you watched Haunted Mansion?
Is that a movie?
Oh wait, the Eddie Murphy movie? That must be what we're talking about.
Oh.
Because in my mind, they were doing, because a lot of people are doing virtual tours right now of places. So I was like, are they doing a virtual Haunted Mansion tour? But I'm assuming he meant, I actually recently watched the Eddie Murphy movie. Like I think a few months ago, just I had it on here in the background.
Really?
It's pretty bad. It's not good like the other thing, like they did Pirates of the Caribbean, which was great, or like.
Okay.
It's not good.
Okay.
I mean, it's entertaining because Eddie Murphy's always entertaining, but.
Is he?
Yeah.
Norbert?
I don't remember Norbert.
Yeah, exactly.
But everything else, I do remember him. Yes.
Okay.
Beverly Hills Cop. What's it called? What did we just watch?
Oh, my name.
Bizarre. I can't remember simple things like that thing. What's it called? You put your food on your food and you use it to eat your food. You're like, a fork?
No, it's a metal picker-upper.
A thingamabob?
Yeah. Whatchamacallit?
Oh my gosh. What else, guys? We could probably do like what? Another
5 minutes?
Give us one more topic.
That's how much time we have, I think.
One more topic. In the meantime, let me see what our top card pulls.
The Geek Out cards.
4.
Let me ask one. You always ask them.
Because you don't know how to use the card to change it into a conversation. Okay, try it.
Okay. Oh, watch this.
You want us to just list it like the card says.
Okay. How about this? 2 female horror film antagonists. Who are your favorite?
Oh my God, baby.
No, 2 female horror movie antagonists. Wait, antagonists? God.
That's real pleasant. You just got all kinds of armpit up in your mind.
2 female horror film antagonists. Oh.
That's
I read it as protagonist the whole time.
I can name protagonists.
I was about to say Jamie Lee Curtis, but she's a protagonist.
I don't know any antagonists.
Oh wait, aren't there antagonists in Carrie?
But I mean, would Carrie be an antagonist? She's more of a
not Carrie herself. She got crapped on.
But they're not. If you don't remember who they are, like antagonists are like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers.
Right, but there's no females.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Jennifer's Body.
What about The Ring?
The Ring.
Oh, I got one. What was that movie? What Lies Beneath? With Harrison Ford and his love interest.
I don't remember.
Ooh. What?
I don't watch scary movies anymore.
What? You have to see this movie. Please tell her she has to see What Lies Beneath.
But one of my favorite, my favorite protagonists in scary movies was Dream Warriors, episode number 3 of Nightmare on Elm Street. Names, come on.
I don't know.
Oh
I cannot even tell you who's in that movie.
Why my brain? I don't know why my brain is not working. It's really obnoxious. Yeah, another one.
6 films that take place in Las Vegas.
No, that's boring. See, that's why I don't let you pick.
My God.
What? Patricia Arquette. It came to me before I found it. Oh my gosh. Brain mush. Anyway, Patricia Arquette was like a baby. No, not Patricia. Yes, Patricia.
There's a crap ton of Arquettes, so you just list them all.
Guys, help us. Send help. This is why we need to read a book, because we need our brains to be working again.
Bow, 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 bow.
But anyway, I loved that. Her as a protagonist. She was like the first time I ever remember seeing a female protagonist on screen like that. Like, just like taking control and being a badass.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
I didn't see that when I was little.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they're leaving us to our own terrible cards. Fine, guys. Fine. It's just fine. What do I have? Okay. This is interesting because I think it's going to... So they want us to name 4 television characters with red hair. And why I find that interesting is, can we really think of TV characters? Like, are redheaded people not cast on television?
Well, I don't think there are a lot of redheaded people out there.
Oh, my gosh.
What are you talking about?
That is...
Okay, you know what? I'm going to name someone who visits the bar all the time. It's a really cool guy. His name's Scott Grimes.
Okay.
Scott
Okay.
Grimes.
Good. There we go. There's one on TV.
Okay. Scott
He's
Grimes.
on Orville, which we like.
plays one of the
Why is
helmsmen
he
on
doing
Orville.
that?
He what?
Where's it at?
They're probably in still production. Seth MacFarlane tweets about it all the time. They're doing shows.
Okay.
Well, not now because of the virus,
Right.
but before that they were.
Okay.
Scott Grimes won. He was in a bunch of other stuff too. He was on ER.
I'm just saying, like, we always talk about like there's not enough diversity as far as like color or sexual orientation, but we need to talk about there's not enough diversity in hair.
You know,
But I mean,
actual people of diversity are going like,
No, but if you're a redhead, I guarantee this is a problem for you. Redheads out there, please. I mean, like, come on. This is probably an issue. Jenna's a redhead and she actually left already.
you know, what's that Kimmy Schmidt?
Eddie Redmayne. Is he a redhead?
He is.
But also he's not in TV, he's in movies.
Oh, come on. He counts.
He's really good.
He's really good.
But you don't see a lot of people. I mean, I know we're not going to talk about the Weasleys because there's a lot of those. But like, there's not a lot of red-haired people especially in lead roles on TV shows. Why is that?
I don't know.
There's brunettes and there's blondes. There's probably even like people who dyed their hair blue. Like in that one show, she dyed her hair purple. That show we watched the whole first season of about the future Juice.
What? Oh,
Juice?
Futterman.
Futterman. What was the name of the show?
Future Man.
Yeah. To binge, actually. Now that Brian brings that up.
That's what I'm talking about.
They need to tell us something else to binge.
But
Marcia Cross. Is she redhead? Oh, from Desperate Housewives.
oh yeah. Also with Sex and the City chick.
Yes.
What's her name?
It's just sad that we can't. If I said name me 6 blondes, you could name 6 blondes.
Yep.
It's just, I just wanted to give
Margot Robbie.
I just want to give redheads a shout out and say we're thinking of you and we think you're awesome and Hollywood needs to step up this game.
Deborah Messing.
I guess yeah, she's a redhead.
Is she really?
I guess she is, yeah.
Does she make it that way?
You think she's not a natural redhead?
Nope.
Oh,
Deborah,
controversy.
Prove me wrong. Oh wait, there's only one way you could do that.
I do think it works for her because she's got such a great Lucille Ball vibe that it totally works.
Gillian Anderson. Okay.
Maria's good at those
She's got
redhead
these
game.
redheads down. But
Gotta go.
we gotta go. Guys, this
Thank
was
you.
so fun.
You entertained us. I
This
hope we at least somewhat entertained you.
Yes.
But
and we're-
now we only have 10 more hours left in the day.
yeah. We'll probably do this again next week instead of a pre-recorded show. So
Oh
hopefully.
yeah, I think we should go live from the garage every week of quarantine.
Sure.
And no matter how bad the show is, you guys keep us entertained. We hope we can.
Thanks
keep
for
you
listening.
entertained.
Thanks for commenting.
It's
You rock.
Brian, Maria, Tony, Jenna, Dave, Chris, everybody who basically came on and said something. You guys are
Yes.
awesome. We will see you next week.
Bye.
But now we got to do the turn it off thing.
We're turning it off.
We couldn't
We're
figure out how to
off.
turn it on. I don't know if we'll ever turn it off.
Let's
Let's
give you
see.
15 minutes of
5, 4, 3, 2.